Hi, hello, and welcome. Welcome back to the What is K-pop podcast, where in which we talk all things K-pop. Fun ID. Fun. Yes, that's going on. Also, when I went to my support group yesterday, I left behind my handbag, which had my purse in it. So that's just wonderful. I'm gonna have to talk to my dad about that. About sorting that stuff out because I'm just having a wonderful time. Hi. Hello, I'm Sophie. I have been doing this podcast for 2 years since February 2024, so it's nearly my 2-year anniversary. There will be a fun episode then. But for now, we're talking about AIMERS, formerly known as B301Z, and the first AIMERS, and they are a group under Hyperrhythm, made up of Sunghyun, Eunjun, Dorian, Yoel, Sunghan, and Woo. They debuted on the 17th of November 2022 with the album Stage Zero Betting Starts. And AIMERS means a person who aims. It reflects the members' ambition to win the hearts of their fans. And their official greeting is Ayo, this is AIMERS. Okay, so first one we have is Lee Sunghyun. He is the leader, dancer, and rapper. Born on the 17th of July 1998, making him a Cancer, and he was the first member to be announced, and he's a former member of Spectrum, which I believe I have that before now. Next one we have is Eunjun. Choi Eunjun. He is main vocalist, born on the 6th of August 1999, making him a Leo, and he is also a former member of Spectrum. Has Sunghyun done his military service then? Did he do it in between Spectrum? Sorry, I've got an itch. Spectrum and AIMERS? No. Okay. Do you think maybe he's potentially exempt? Who knows? I don't know. But Eunjun will be enlisting on the 23rd of February this year. Because obviously this goes out on Friday the 13th. Ooh, spooky, spooky. Next we have is Dorian, Kim Dorian. He is vocalist, born on the 1st of May 2000, making him a Taurus. And he trained for 1 year before debuting and was born in Busan. Next we have is Yoel, Kim Yoel. He is vocalist and dancer, born on the 25th of January 2001, making him an Aquarius. And he trained for 4 years before debuting and was born in Gwangseok-gu in Seoul, South Korea. And most people think he was born abroad just because of his name. Next we have is Sunghan, Park Sunghan. He is vocalist and dancer, born on the 6th of April 2002, making him an Aries. And he trained for 2 years before debuting. And finally we have Woo-young, Kwan Woo-young. He is a dancer, vocalist, and maknae, born on the 29th of June 2003, making him a Cancer. And he trained for 2 years and 6 months before debuting, and is a former trainee under DSP Media, and was a former pre-debut member of what we now know to have been Mirai, and they debuted on the 17th of March 2021 and disbanded on the 9th of July 2024. So yeah, very quick episode today. I've not listened to AIMERS before, but I am somewhat aware of kind of what they've been doing. I guess I know that they've had comebacks. I was just looking at the thing exactly when it was, but yeah, I've been somewhat aware of what they've been doing. So yeah, I do hope that they do sorry, that they do alright. Obviously under our company, things don't unfortunately always happen. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, they've had too many albums. One as their debut, and then in 2025 they came back with Full Count. They've had 3 single albums, 1 digital single that was their pre-debut, 2 special singles, 2 OSTs, and 1 Japanese mini album back in 2023. So hopefully they continue to do well. They were on Peak Time and Reborn, so it does seem that they are a new good group under a small company, but are doing okay. They have a few trainees who have gone on to be to do other things. Oju, he was pre-debut member. He was on Boys Planet, and he was 72nd place. From Love One, Yumi, she was a former trainee. Oh, she debuted twice in 1 year. Damn. So, have I talked about Love One? I don't know anymore. Nyan. Oh, Nyan. She is a former member of the pre-debut girl group Into Girls, and the trainee group was Rookie. Yours. They've disbanded without a debut too. Interesting. Oh wow, it goes on and on and on. And some of those members have gone on to do other things. Soyeon from that group became a member of Solia, which was like one of the shortest lived K-pop groups ever, disbanding like 5 days after their debut. Oh, well, it's all interconnected. I love that. It also makes it extremely confusing whenever I'm trying to like explain it on here. Another trainee from that company is Sia. She's a former member of the pre-debut group Iolite, and she hasn't unfortunately done anything else. You know, sometimes when these people like they kind of like don't do anything, and then they just kind of don't appear in anything else. I assume that obviously they go off and like go back to school or something. Honestly, I would do that. Just like, what's the point? Sia from the company is called Fairy May now. Also known by his birth name Sion. Is under Company, and she's a former member of EITE. EITE, but she's the same name as Sia. And, oh right, yes, I remember this one. They are a girl group who has like seasons, and they're gonna maybe bring out different people. That is such a stupid group concept, I will not lie. So she's not done anything. Chetty, she's a former member of Love One and ET too. So Chetty, she left in July of last year. I'm confused. This has made me confused. Okay, so she's not done anything since then, but fair enough, it's not too long ago, so she might be still active within the industry. And Ari, she is also a former member of ET. But yeah, honestly, I don't understand why on earth companies are like that, but yeah. Honestly though, AIMERS, like, going back to the topic of this episode, AIMERS, Unjun, yeah. He, yeah, he has such like a baby face. Like, when I found out he was, like this, around the same age as my sister, I'm like, what? He looks to be like my age, if I'm gonna be honest. Or like, to be fair, younger. He does not look like he's 26. Like, honestly. Whatever skincare, whatever Korean skincare he's using, I want to know what it is, and I want it. Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to, like, make a playlist of, like, groups who like, this is gonna be so confusing. So like obviously Omega Rex is like the main group that has brought together members of like different groups that have like either disbanded or become like inactive. So I'd love to like have a playlist of like it's like Omega Rex and the connecting groups, where in which it's like it's not gonna be too like web like, but you know, with Jahan, he was a former member of Spectrum, like Spectrum, AIMERS, and Amiga X would be in the playlist, and then it would be like 7 o'clock, Envoy, or whatever that blooming group is called. I don't know how to pronounce it. There would be, if I can find the list of it, whoop whoop. There would be, I guess, Limitless, Snooper, Gidon Day, One Team, One the Nine, that sort of thing. I wouldn't go too like spread out with it. Like if another former member of that group has then also gone on to be in a group following that, then I would put it in. But then it would get like really confusing really quickly. Yeah, I'm just looking at it and now I'm like, oh dear me. I don't know if that would be logical at all. I don't. Maybe it would be a bad decision. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, thank you as always for listening. I do need to deal with whatever was happening with my ID thing. But yeah, thank you as always for listening. I need to also go check on my laundry.